Hello guys, you're watching The Kitchen Talk, and this week we're going to see how technology is transforming the sports industry with our brilliant guest, Mounir Zok. Mounir is the founder and CEO of N3XT Sports, a sport consulting firm specialized in innovation, technology and investment strategy. He's the former director of technology and innovation of the US Olympic Committee, where he actually helped the country leverage technology to win medals. Let's welcome Mounir. Hello Mounir, welcome to our show. So how are you today and where are you joining us from?
Hello, Asha. I'm joining you from Valencia, Spain. It's a beautiful day over here and I'm doing very well.
Right. So you co-founded N3XT Sports, right, which is a consulting firm specialized in the transformation and modernization of the sports industry. Tell us, how did you come up with this idea?
We decided to start the company because we started spotting in the sports industry lots of opportunities on the horizon. We started spotting that there were lots of technology companies stepping into the sports industry. We detected that data was going to be the new tool upon which new value will be generated. Yet at the same time, sports organizations, because of how traditional business has been run in the sports industry, were not ready and capable of actually capturing the maximum value possible. So we put ourselves on a mission to bridge the gap between the offering in the market and the needs in the market. And we built the company that we have now.
So why is the sports industry a little bit lagging behind, compared to other industries, for example, when it comes to digital transformation?
If you look at the business model in sports, it's typically, or it has been traditionally built on broadcasting rights and on sponsorship deals, right? And the broadcasting rights, they were multi-year rights, and you would be signing multi-year deals. And from the sponsorship side, usually sponsors would be requesting visibility, either inside a venue or on some of the digital channels. However, with the evolution of the consumer market, with the evolution of the entertainment market, with the availability of entertainment options out there right now, the demand for sports is not as high as it was in the past to begin with. And the companies or entities that want to establish relationships with sports organizations are becoming more sophisticated. So there are new questions such as, who are your customers? How much do you know about your customers? Do you have the capability of communicating one-on-one with your customers? Do you know where they live? Do you know what their lifestyle is? And, in the sports industry has not captured that type of knowledge, even if it's a very visible industry, even though there are millions and millions of followers on all different platforms, but yet the knowledge within a sports organization regarding who are our clients, how are they consuming our product, what is their name, what is their age, where do they live, are questions that are sometimes very hard to answer still up until today.
Right. So you were speaking about the evolution of this industry. What about the business model, the revenue models? How has those evolved, over the years?
If we take football, for example, just to focus on one sport, the very original business model around football was a ticketing business model, which is why we had football clubs that came from major cities, being extremely popular back in the 80s. If you remember teams like Belgrade Red Star, right, or the Glasgow Rangers back in the 80s. Then the business model evolved to a combination of tickets being sold as well as media rights being sold with the rise of pay TV. And that is when we started spotting the separation between the top 5 leagues in the world, all of them based in Europe, and the rest of the world. And if you look at where are these top 5 leagues, you'll see them that they are really in the biggest 5 countries in Europe. Then a few years ago, we started spotting a new revenue stream or new revenue model thanks to the digital and thanks to the internet and thanks to all of the online platforms that we handle today. So the evolution of the business model, has brought with it a fragmentation of revenues within any football club or football entity today. At the same time, the consumer behavior has evolved. At the same time, the entertainment offering has evolved. 20 years ago, there was no Netflix. 20 years ago, there was no Facebook, and there was no Twitch. Today, we not only have that, but we have also accessible travel, we have accessible entertainment options that were just not available 20 years ago.
Right.
So with high competition, with changing consumer trends, with more sophisticated revenue channels and revenue streams, all of this puts pressure on any sports entity, whether it's a club, whether it's a league, whether it's a federation, whether it's an event organizer, to reinvent and renew its business offering.
So, Mounir, I have some data here. During the Beijing 2022 Olympic Games, I think the IOC's digital platform, which includes the official app, actually reached a record high of 64 million people. Do you think that sports will, be experienced mostly digitally in the future?
I mean, digital channels allow us to consume content at our leisure, right? I mean, you could be on a bus, you could be on a train, you could be sitting on the sofa, you could be in between meetings, and you want to capture like that live moment or that highlight. And that is the offering that we have through digital, and that's the capability that we have today. So any sports organization, that is aiming at organizing like such a huge event, like the Olympic Games, like the biggest event in the world up until today, leveraging digital channels is a must. I, for one, was enjoying watching some live competition from the Olympic and Paralympic Games while I was having breakfast with my little daughter, who's 8, before she was, she was ready to go to school. And we just had the digital platform in front of us, and we were consuming some amazing content then. So I believe it's a must. I believe it's a massive opportunity. Now, if we combine the consumption through digital channel with the opportunity to capture data regarding who is actually consuming, that is a winning formula that sports organizations have to aim for.
And I believe it's a huge opportunity for sports brands.
It's a fantastic opportunity for sports brands. As a matter of fact, the sponsorship or partnership formula has evolved quite a lot, right? Traditionally, sponsors and partners would pay money for visibility or to access some of the communication channels of the sports organization. Today, the partnership is built around co-storytelling, co-production, co-generation, and there's that co-prefix that is that is accompanying all partnership deals right now, which means that a sports organization cannot think about sponsorship deals and partnership deals in a traditional fashion. It has to bring new value to the entity, such as what type of stories can we generate together, what type of products could we launch together, what type of services can we launch together on the market. They're very interesting conversations, and they're conversations that are enriched and enabled through digital infrastructures and through data capture and data knowledge.
And all this have also transformed the user experience.
The user today, or the fan or the viewer, is very demanding. We have spotted an increasing trend of wanting to participate in the game. As a matter of fact, if you look at some of the most successful participation stories in the world, maybe one of them that comes to mind right now is from Formula E, which is that electric Formula One, if you want to think about it this way. And people on Twitter, they could basically boost the engine or boost the battery of their favorite pilot. So how can a fan participate in the race and influence the race is a topic that is of a very high interest right now.
That's super exciting, Mounir. So I was thinking, do you see people interacting with technology at stadiums, things like that coming up?
Listen, so the stadium experience, it's an experience that is being reinvented right now. As a matter of fact, if you look at some of the most advanced thinking organizations in the world, they're thinking of their stadiums and their venues as platforms, not just as a building that someone goes into to watch a game, but as a platform that allows you to go through a thorough, unique experience, which is the incentive to attend the game. That of course involves digital activations. It involves the capability of leveraging digital tools such as mobile phones to either, hunt for virtual gadgets that are being thrown around here and there, or simply to order food and order beverage and order merchandise to be delivered to you directly in your seat. Yeah.
Well, Mounir, thank you. It was great having this conversation with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Asha. Hope to see you soon.
Yes, in June maybe, if you're around. Feel free.
Absolutely. Count on me.
Thank you, Mounir, for this great conversation. And don't leave yet. See you in a few seconds in the Speakeasy. And see you all next week. Feel free to subscribe to our channel. You will see the link appearing on your screen. And leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Feedback is always great. See you next week. Bye-bye.
AirPods. 1. Early riser. My time management. Just do it. Drive. Oof, difficult one. Beirut. Stadium.